checking out some of the cool stuff coming out of China. So, see, I'm not anti-China or anything. I'm anti-CCP. I am all for the Chinese people, and they're making some great stuff. And as we can see, stuff is evolving. You know, they do buy some of the rights to produce the engines and various components. But, you know, they're slowly getting into the realm of decent motorcycles, pretty good motorcycles, in fact. And here we have, this is the 2022 FSE 450R Rally Edition. Well, let's watch this video. It just has music, so copyright, YouTube, can't play with the sound on it, but it's just music, but let's just watch it. That looks pretty good. I mean, you can see the fairing all tied together there. You got the whole, you know, rally type adventure bike. It looks like there's a fan. It looks like a pretty good sized fan. It's pretty good. I mean, stuff is covered up, so it has to have a decent sized fan to pull some air through if you want to keep that bad boy cool in the hot climates. Man, look at that. That just looks so nice. So nice. It looks pretty good. I'd probably put some IMS pegs on it because, man, those things just don't break. Let's see. Ooh, 140 by 80 tire. Hey, so a nice meaty fat tire. You know, you got a nice brake rotor. Looks like a kind of super sprock type, dual compound type sprocket going on there. And, oop. It looks like fuel possibly in the back. I thought I saw a cap on the front, but it looks like there's a cap on the back here too. But it is a rally, so probably carry a lot of fuel. Let's see, let's continue. Yep, there's a cap right there. Here's the bar set up. Look, that looks like rubber bushing to take out the vibrations from the engine, the bike. So that's nice, built right in stock. I can't tell if there's any. They're just in the middle there. Don't know. It'd be really cool if they would just put on some super bleeder type, you know, press. Psh, so you know, when you change altitude, you could do that. It's not needed, but you know, makes the suspension work better. So obviously, everyone always has a different opinion on the looks of a bike. You can tell me what you think this bike is kind of modeled after. I mean, you're only going to have so many looks in the world, right? I mean, automobiles have run into that. They all look pretty much the same in the various categories at this point. But yeah, it looks interesting. You got the two eyes. You kind of got like a mouth going thing here. Got the blinkers out here, and it looks like nice shorties that are hopefully flexible. Got the windscreen bolted on. I don't know if it's adjustable in any way. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, this looks pretty good. 450. It's not like a crazy name. 450 Rally. If that's what they're going for with a name, that works. 450 Rally. Sometimes these Chinese companies, they're a little weird with the naming because it doesn't translate well, and that's where it'd be nice if they spend a little extra money and maybe hired a Western person to be like, yeah, that doesn't work. But that would work. 450 Rally. What do you own? I own a 450 Rally. Okay. Yeah, I thought that was pretty good. So here we can say watch again. So you're looking at something. So what do you all think about this bike? It looks like it's pretty wide down here. Hopefully this skid plate is substantial, or hopefully they sell aluminum upgraded lower part. So, you know, like if you're in Colorado, maybe even Nevada, Arizona, New Mexico, California even, and you're going off-road, maybe you're on a bumpy Jeep trail. I wouldn't think you'd be taking this necessarily on a single track, but you're on a bumpy Jeep trail, rocky Jeep trail. By bumpy, I mean rocks, boulders. You want to make sure this is able to hold up. So I can't tell if this is plastic. It looks like plastic, but a nice aluminum thick one as an option, that would be great. I wish a lot of these Chinese bikes would come with or have option on it. So when you're going through, like I'm ordering it from GPX Moto, I can add on aluminum skid plate. I can add on, some highway dirt bike type hand guards, or maybe Seat Concept seed. They need to really work with more of the companies in the U.S. to get some name brand parts made, or just their own knockoffs, I guess. Do that, or have both methods. Because there's a lot of us that I don't have problems supporting Nate to have bulletproof designs in his company and spending money with them because, hey, it's made in the U.S. Yeah, I might buy a bike that's made in Japan or Austria or China, but I would like, when I buy some aftermarket parts, yeah, I might want to go for the quality. Now, there's always those people that are okay with the Amazon cheap, real cheap Chinese unknown stuff. Hey, that's your prerogative. So it's nice to have options. That's all I'm saying. Nice to have options. As long as there's options there for replacement stuff, that is good. So hopefully a lot of these parts, if they're copying something, are using stuff that's been around, like rotors and even like calipers as far as how they mount. Because if you wreck one and maybe you just want to upgrade it, then you just go and buy the Nissan caliper, because you're willing to spend the $300 because it broke. So yeah, I'm just saying, it's nice to be able to upgrade stuff. Nice to be able to, if I have to upgrade the exhaust, I can do that. If I need to upgrade, a brake pedal, I can do that, or levers, just basic stuff, really. Bars should fit. But I'm just saying, use more common stuff in the marketplace. And it looks, oh look here, there is a caliper guard on it, so that's nice. So I'd like to see rotor guards. I just, I live in a rocky area, dinged a few rotors. It's just nice to have those guards. That would be something I would like, a better skid plate, and then just quality handguards. I'd probably get highway dirt bike handguards and call it good. And so, oh, yeah, my buddy, hey, so Ride with Will, now we are talking. What else they got? So here's the 250E, air cooled. Hey, just for a bike to get around on, to maybe try out, get back into riding. The low cost. That's why I like the GPX Moto. Their customer service is great. Gary at GPX Moto is awesome. And I think they're really trying to make the brand work. And I think they're on the ground floor. So you're going to get the naysayers that are like, it's Chinese, it's going to fall apart. I beat the crap out of that TSE 250, and it worked. The only issue I had was a blown fuse. I put in some USA made fuses from the auto parts store. It worked. No issue. So it was just a bad fuse. That happened. So if I were to buy these bikes, I'd probably just go through and change out those fuses, because you're talking, next to nothing to do. $10 probably for a variety pack, or maybe if you spend $20 if it's a big variety pack, you'll have extra for a long time if you buy more bikes, what have you. But I would just change that stuff out. It seems like they're making pretty good quality on the rest of the stuff, and Gary at GPX Moto seems to be taking care of people. If you do have a weird issue, it seems like a case by case thing, right? Here's our warranty, but case by case, if you're having some weird issue and you have a video and picture, send it to him, and there's a good chance he's going to take care of you, because they're trying to grow this brand, so they want the brand to work, and that's how you do it as a importer. A lot of the Chinese bikes that were imported originally, and still are, the places that were selling them didn't really care. They didn't have that customer service. They didn't have that after-sale customer service. That's what you need to grow a brand, and that's what they're trying to do. They're trying to grow this brand in the U.S. so these bikes get better. They're talking to the factories. They're talking / the manufacturers and saying, customers would like to see this, this, and this. We would like to see this bike and that bike, and that feedback is going to let the manufacturer know there is interest on if we make a bigger bike. So I would say eventually they do have a 500 adventure bike coming out. I see down the road they might even have something bigger, and they might start getting into their own designing of engines and what have you. But when you have older design engines out there and you got companies like Yamaha willing to sell their DT230 engine designs to a company, then that's a no-brainer. It's cheaper to buy a design than it is to, from the ground up, reinvent the wheel, if you will, and make that same engine. So it's cheaper for a company to say, hey, KTM, can we buy an old design of your 300? And okay, yeah, how much money? Everything has a price. They're not going to sell you the latest and greatest, but they might sell you something that was pretty dang good back then. And that by back then, I mean 10 years ago, and it still would be fantastic today. A lot of the newer designs, because of the weight savings, we're shaving off grams here, grams there. It kind of makes things more fragile. So some of the older designs were a little bit heavier, actually is more bulletproof and better suited for trail riders and stuff. Because, you're not racing it. I'm not saying you couldn't race some of these, but I'm just, you're not really racing it, so why are you worried about it? You're not that top level of a rider where you're going to see 5 pounds. Lose 5 pounds yourself, you're going to benefit you more than worrying about the bike having 5 pounds less or whatever. Or 10 pounds less, 20 pounds less. I've ridden with riders that are pretty large. Hey, not knocking them, they're good riders. But imagine if they lost 80 pounds. They'd be awesome riders because they have that much less weight on them. I'm just saying. So anyways, that's the 450R Rally 2022. It looks awesome. I like that. You guys at GPX are doing a great job. Keep it up. And keep listening to your customers and YouTubers and everything else to make these bikes better. I like to see, a company succeed in the U.S., even if it's, importing and selling bikes. That's fine. Let's grow this brand. I like it. I like this bike. I like it enough. I think I want to get one. Should I get one, guys? What do you think? Tell me in the comments. Have a good one. Bye.